Hi, my name's Rachel Andrews. Welcome to Everyday Athlete. On this week's video, we're heading far away from this scenery of Southampton Water and the Solent up to England's most northeasterly county, Northumberland, where Cookie and I are heading off for some camping. This week is episode 1, where we're heading to Berwick, Happy Valley and a swim in the River Bede with my friend Marianne Rogers. Come along and join us. Excuse the big mess in the back. We're about to go and find our campsite. Now, race against time to get the tent up before it absolutely lashes it down with rain. Well, we've been given a really super quiet spot. What a lovely place. Birds tweeting, not too much going on. And time to get this pretty big tent up. I did have a small tent which you've seen before, but when I took the dog in it last time, she just zoomed around me and was touching the inside of the tent, which as someone who goes camping, I find that abhorrent that someone should touch the inside of the tent, especially when we might get some rain, and that's not great. So I got a bigger tent off Face Bay, and we better get it up. I might have just felt the first drop of rain, but pleased to say we beat it. Do you want to have a little look inside before the dog goes in and scrabbles all around it? Right. So all-important camping chair, an absolutely enormous sleeping area, because actually it's a 5-person tent, but I love the fact that you can stand up in it, and so this will work nicely for Cookie and I. Even managed to bring in a gigantic table to put my stuff on, which is an improvement on last time where I was scrabbling around using a tiny little table. Dog's bed, water, even got a carpet in here. We're well set up. Now, it's not to say that I prefer this kind of camping to my small tent. I really love it in the small tent. One up, just ready to go. That thing's up in a really tiny amount of time. But staying in going camping with a dog, when it's just yourself and the dog, it's nice to have a bit more space and just to be able to move around so you're not tripping over each other. I've received my first visitors. How cool is that? Well, we've come to check out Berwick-upon-Tweed. Came here as a child for quite a few different holidays, I think, but none of it looks familiar. I mean, that's got to have been an easy maybe 35-40 years ago, but we'll have a little wander around, see what we can find. It looks pretty interesting. I'm already loving the amount of bridges, and this is of course the River Tweed. Let's go and check it out. It seems like it's full of arches here. I had to drive through an arch to get to the car park, and then there's all these bridges across here. But I think let's take a walk along the quay walls, see what that gives. Another little path down off the walls. This place is intriguing. Some cracking big houses here. I don't think much their front gardens though, but they must have a belting view. Let's have a little look over the top here. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're looking out over the estuary. I reckon I'll probably swap that for a front garden. I'm not big into reading into a load of the signage, but I'm enjoying the walk around. It's really interesting. It must be the site of an old castle and the extension of the walls. But as I said before, there's arches and little pathways everywhere. Trouble is, I'm on the higher level. I want to drop down one so I can go through some of these little sort of tunnels underneath the ground. Let's go and have a look for some. Kind of peeps. Come on. Bummer. Got totally wet feet and legs and a drenched dog to come down to go through here, only to find it's padlocked. I have to go look for another one. Come on. So just spoke to a couple of fishermen and asked what these guys are all doing on that island over there and in the boat, and seemingly they are fishing for salmon. So he rows it around to lay the net, and then they'll pull the whole lot back in to see if they caught anything. I'm fascinated. We're definitely going to wait here and see what they manage. I didn't see anything being retrieved out of the net, so I don't know if they've caught anything or if they're just going to have to reset and go again. I wonder how many they catch. Pity they're so far away, or maybe lucky for them, because I would be drilling them questions at this point. The first one being, where would I be able to buy one from? Been having a go at outdoor cooking this morning, and I'm really chuffed with what I've produced. It is avocado and black beans and eggs. Check this bad boy. Now, if that isn't the camping breakfast of absolute kings, I don't know what is. I'm going to get stuck in. Just relaxing there, cook. We've come up to Caryburn Bridge to park up because we're going to go for a walk in Happy Valley, which is something I remember as a child, but much like when I headed to Berwick yesterday, I don't really recognise much of it. I recognise the road in, but so far it's not ringing many bells. So well, we'll keep going and we'll have a look. Oh, interesting mechanism. Pull on the handle and lift it. Or step on the dog's foot while she's dithering. I brought some swimming and dipping kit, which is in my rucksack. Got a whole change of clothes and everything, but I think from the look of it, I might only need to change my footwear. Still, Cookie seems pretty happy with the situation. Well, even if I don't recognise it, this is a beautiful area. Getting a good view of the hills through the trees. That's the Cheviot Hills. And hopefully a little paddle as we get lower down. I think that'll be on the way back though. Doing a circular walk, which now I come to think about it, at 4 miles is not something Mum and Dad would have taken on with us as kids. heading somewhere over here, but haven't seen a waymarker for ages, and there's loads of little goat paths. We should have to see what we can find. I think the next thing we're looking for is a single strand of barbed wire to step over. See how that goes. Found one. It's been a while. Go on then. Oh, time for a drink, eh, peeps? Good girl. Well, we finally reached some water, because here's the ford, but we're going to head over this little bridge. Ah, this is more like it. In the shade with a babbling brook next to us. How nice is that? I just hope we find a little pool that not only she can get in, but maybe me too. If not, never worry. I'm going to go for a little swim down the river with my friend Mary Ann Rogers this afternoon, so all is not lost on the waterfront. It might seem a bit odd having Cookie on a lead, but I did see a sign up there which suggested that would be a good idea to do, because there are adders in and around in the what's that stuff called, in the bracken, and so you don't want her running off the path. Look at adders, a lot of flies. Except that wind gets up and blows them off of us. That's gross. Oh, that's nice. Right, oh, we're back out in the open again now. Well, she's back on the lead because she just disgraced herself running after an oyster catcher, so I became the cookie catcher, and now she's just looking on at the sheep. She lives near the New Forest, never gets involved with animals. What goofball! Come on, you! Well, that's us back where we started, and really ready for a bit of lunch. That took quite a bit longer than I'd expected. Lunch then a swim. Get in. Well, here we go. We're about to hop into the river, and yeah, been shown a new swim spot by Mary Ann Rogers. Could be fun, this.
It is.
I'm hoping that the sun's going to be in the right direction for our videoing. But
well, if it isn't for the first half hour, it will be for the next. Because it does this.
2.5 hours. Right, let's get in. Shows how it's done.
But this is where you really should have your video going.
Oh,
it is!
Oh wow, wasn't expecting that. Is it shallow straight in front of me then?
Well, this is it goes down quite steeply.
Nearly tripped in doing it. Foot full of mud. Yes. Well, it's sitting one way, but filming the other. Are they a look-see to begin with? It's getting serious. Think any sand martins are going to fly out for us?
I think they've already done it.
Oh. Oh, I thought Marianne was going a bit slow just then. She said, I think there's something, and then I went crunch, and immediately my leg is bruised. Ouch! And then as I spun around, I caught the other leg on it, so I think it's maybe a branch. Ow! Let's hope there's no more nasty surprises. I'll let her go first.
Here we are.
What an awesome swim!
Yeah.
Oh, super enjoyed that one. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's video and got a little bit of a flavour for Northumberland. Next week we've got part 2 where we have a more bubbly dip on the River Bede, and we also go and check out some of the castles along the coastline and take on a little bit of seaside food, and you get a look at what it's like to actually camp with the dog in the tent and whether it's a better night's sleep than I had previously. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like, drop me a comment, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe because it really helps the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye!